I started my journey 3 years back. Like back then, I was 14, and the goal was very small to make 1 lakh rupees a month, right? So a lot of people are showing this digital marketing as a get rich quick scheme. हम बस digital marketing करेंगे और पैसे आ जाएंगे. Like they don't know कि उनको करना कितना पड़ेगा. If you guys are like afraid of कि अगर आपको AI replace कर देगा, 90% of chances are कि हाँ कर देगा.
What are your views on Indian education system?
I see it as a scam. 90% of the people listening to this podcast also won't be successful. So मैं ये recommend करूंगा if you are starting as a beginner and you want to start in digital marketing, ठीक है, आपको क्या करना है? Hey Sagil, thank you so much for inviting. Everything is going good. हम सब बढ़िया चल रहा है. Running the agency, scaling the agency lately. So yeah, thanks for inviting me. Yeah.
Okay, so I've already given a brief introduction about you, to my audience, but our audience would like to know from you that who is Shivam and what does he do? So could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So hey, this is Shivam. So I started my journey 3 years back, basically as a freelance marketer. So what I used to do is I used to work with a guy. He was also a funnel maker, right? So like he used to make sales funnels and all. So what I used to do, I did basically a unpaid internship kind of thing with him for around 6 to 7 months. So I basically didn't got any payment back then. Like back then I was 14, right? So I was just like trying to learn everything and all this stuff. But after that, I then started working with a few clients for marketing. Few clients I got from Dubai. Basically, from there right now, like as slowly we started to scale basically in 2023. So from this year, we started scaling a lot, and now the agency is at a good place. And basically, we are doing a lot of marketing for Indian plus Dubai-based brands. So yeah, basically that's the whole thing.
So how did this journey get started in digital marketing and why digital marketing?
Okay, so like the journey got started in the lockdown, right? So basically, what happened that as like at that time I was 14, right? So right now I'm 17. So that time, at lockdown, like everything was closed, nothing to do, right? Of course. So I thought why should not like basically my sister told me to that I should explore some online things. Like basically I used to watch Aman Dhattarwal, if you know. So Aman Dhattarwal had a video of financial independence and from the type of family I come from, like that's a really big thing, right? So I just started exploring the online things कि कैसे करना है क्या करेंगे, right? तो ऐसे करते करते I basically got to know about lot of stuff like web development and other stuff, affiliate marketing. So I started with affiliate marketing, but that was not working out for me. So slowly I got to learn about this digital marketing. Online में ही देखा था, and the goal was very small to make 1 lakh rupees a month, right? So that was the goal. 1 लाख रुपए महीने के कमाएंगे तो that will be very big thing. So a lot of people, like I have gone through a lot of things, a lot of like you can say ups and downs and a lot of scams. You can say like a lot of people will meet, tell you that कि वो आपको ये कर देंगे, वो कर देंगे, but that nothing happens, right? So basically that was the journey. Like I started as a YouTube SEO expert. I used to do it for free for some brands. Then I got into this organic management of Instagrams, and now I'm into basically lead generation and basically managing big brands. Like as you know, few coaches and few companies we work with and we manage them. Yeah.
Okay, so you have gone deep into the field of digital marketing and all this stuff, but let us, come back to the roots of digital marketing. If you'd like to define us what actually it is and the money creation out of it, because right now, if you see on social media, there is a hype. A lot of people show off with their luxury and all these things, work from home, work from anywhere, make millions, all these things. So what actually is digital marketing, if you'd like to tell us?
Sure. So basically, that's a good question because right now you're seeing on YouTube, a lot of people are showing this digital marketing as a get rich quick scheme, which is good and bad both for the industry. Because when you are outside, you see कि marketing करेंगे तो जल्दी अमीर बन जाएंगे. Like it's a thing कि एक महीने में 1 लाख रुपए. But that's not true for 1% because like unless you're coming from a like background of marketing, unless you have connections in the industry, maybe 1% of the chances are there कि आप वो एक बार में achieve करेंगे. But um, like when you start, there are a lot of stuff. Like there is organic marketing. There's like digital marketing in itself is very big term, right? So marketing, digital marketing. There's offline marketing. So now if you come into digital marketing, there's social media marketing, SEO. Like there's organic marketing. There's paid marketing. When you come into organic marketing, a lot of stuff is done in terms of branding. When you come into the paid marketing stuff, that's the lead generation and sales part. So personally, if I would tell you okay, what digital marketing is not, like if that would be a better question, so that ki a lot of people think कि हम बस डिजिटल मार्केटिंग करेंगे और पैसे आ जाएंगे, like they don't know कि उनको करना कितना पड़ेगा और काम कितना करना पड़ेगा, right? Because it still is a actual business. It's still not as a Bitcoin or stock market that you, even it's not stock market, like स्टॉक मार्केट में भी दिमाग लगता है, उस पर आपको बैठना पड़ेगा, एनालाइज करना पड़ता है. ये बिटकॉइन नहीं है, राइट? कि आप पैसे लगा दिया आपने और छोड़ दिया और ये बम्प हो गया, राइट? इस पे आपको बैठना पड़ता है, आपको स्ट्रेटजीज बननी पड़ती हैं, आपके एम्प्लॉयज होते हैं, पूरा एक्चुअल बिजनेस है. मतलब इफ यू डोंट नो हाउ टू डू अ बिजनेस, यू वोंट बी like successful in marketing, because it's just like running a business, right? So yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned a lot of terms like organic marketing, paid marketing, but before getting into these strong terms, you mentioned affiliate marketing at first, and I think a lot of people, they talk about affiliate marketing, drop shipping, and all these things. So if you could like give a
Mhm.
basic introduction about these things and how does these things work actually?
Sure. So yeah, so basically when you open, like if you are a beginner, like which I'm assuming a lot of our viewers are, that you guys will be scrolling on YouTube for a lot of stuff, and so we'll be seeing a lot of stuff like drop shipping, affiliate marketing, email marketing, social media marketing, right? So basically, if I drop down like slowly into drop shipping is nothing but taking someone else's products from somewhere else and just marketing that. And people when buy, they buy from that actual like seller, and you are basically a mediator. Like basically, you are just promoting the product and you're getting a commission for it. Basically, that's all. Affiliate marketing का भी same है. Affiliate marketing is also like getting a commission for it. Like that's usually a smaller commission, like 5%, 10% ऐसा रहता है. But उसमें क्या है कि आपको initial investment चाहिए. Like I see a lot of people saying कि बिना पैसे कल पे मार्केटिंग करेंगे, ड्रॉप शिपिंग करेंगे. दैट्स नॉट ट्रू. लाइक इवन इफ यू नीड एटलीस्ट 5 to 10,000 rupees टू स्टार्ट. लाइक मतलब I know that's not a big money, मतलब that you can invest, but still it's not true कि आप 0 रुपए से नहीं कर सकते हो. ठीक है. सो उसके लिए भी आपको अगर मार्केटिंग की नॉलेज होनी चाहिए पहले से. दैट्स ड्रॉप शिपिंग एफिलिएट मार्केटिंग. आपको अगर मार्केट करना नहीं आता है तो फिर आप पैसे वेस्ट करोगे. सो आई वोंट रिकमेंड दैट टू स्टार्ट, स्पेशली टू यंग पीपल. लाइक सो उसके बाद होता है कि मार्केटिंग आ गई. तो व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट एसईओ एंड ऑल इज बेसिकली अ लॉन्ग टर्म गेम, राइट? सो एसईओ होता है कि सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन. अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल विल नो अबाउट इट, बट इट्स बेसिकली रैंकिंग ऑन सर्च इंजन, राइट? लाइक गूगल सर्च इंजन पे रैंक करना है आपको. तो आप कैसे उसको बैकलिंक्स डालते हो, आप क्या बैक एंड में करते हो, दैट्स होल थिंग. ठीक है. तो वो बहुत लॉन्ग टर्म गेम है, और यूजुअली उसको सेल करना इन द मार्केट इज हार्डर फ्रॉम अ मनी मेकिंग पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. तो आप ऐसा नहीं है कि आप किसी को भी जाओगे वो एसईओ खरीद लेगा आपसे, बिकॉज एसईओ इज वेरी ओल्ड सर्विस टू बी प्रोवाइडिंग इन मार्केट. तो वो बहुत ही मुश्किल है, मतलब कंपेयर टू पेड एड्स टू सेल. अब अगर मैं पेड एड्स पे हूँ, तो पेड एड्स इज बेसिकली आप सेल करते हो कोई भी प्रोडक्ट और आप उसके पैसे लेते हो. तो जो जिसको आप सेल कर रहे हो, फाउंडर या फिर बिजनेस को, उसको दिखता है कि ये बंदा मुझे इतना सेल ला के दे रहा है, तो वो आपको पैसे देता है खुशी खुशी. लेकिन उसमें इशू क्या है ना, कि वो जो सेल ला के दे रहा है आपको, मतलब आपको जो देना है उसे सेल ला के, वो भी आपको बहुत सोच के, अगर प्रोडक्ट उसका खराब है तो वो काम नहीं करेगा. अगर आपको मार्केटिंग नहीं आती है तो काम नहीं करेगा. अगर उसकी लोकेशन खराब है, इफ इज अ लोकल बिजनेस, तो वो काम नहीं करेगा. लाइक देयर्स अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स टू बी कंसिडरिंग इन इट. सो मैं ये रिकमेंड करूंगा, इफ यू आर स्टार्टिंग एज अ बिगनर एंड यू वांट टू स्टार्ट इन डिजिटल मार्केटिंग, ठीक है, आपको क्या करना है, यू नीड टू पिक वन थिंग. डोंट गो आफ्टर कि क्या अच्छा है क्या खराब है. एक चीज चुनिए आप, pick that thing, watch some videos on YouTube, like not a lot. Like this is also one very big mistake. People watch a lot of videos and don't take action. So watch couple of videos, maybe 10 hours of videos, get the basics, apply for a few roles, which are free, work for free, learn from them, and then start applying for that and start getting clients. So I would recommend that. ठीक है, तो
uh, you are someone who is into marketing very much deeply, and from you I would like to know that how is artificial intelligence changing the marketers?
so very good question. Of course, when we talk about artificial intelligence, we talk about layoffs a lot, right? So that people won't need us as much as they are needing right now. So that's true. That's true because I just fired two people from my agency because I replaced them with ChatGPT, right? That's like I'm the example. Like I'm the like I just fired two people because they were not like performing at the level of ChatGPT. Like they were like just normal people. I can just do that from artificial intelligence, right? So like just to answer your question specifically, I believe कि uh like if I just go into a little bit more deeper, like it will be a little longer answer, but क्या होता है कि in a business, like you have different sectors, right? You have different departments, right? So there are C-suite people, then there's management, like the management, and there are people who are executing stuff, the executives, right? The staff. So what happens that AI is basically doing the staff role, right? So what happens that when AI is coming in the marketing field, they are replacing the staff people. Like let's say the strategy which was needed before is still needed, right? अभी भी आपको चाहिए एक ब्रांड का कुछ स्ट्रेटजी बना के दे, still you need people who will design the ad campaign, right? But to write that copy, previously we used to tell our staff or our team members who are lower on lower like side of things, yeah, write this and send it to me. Give me a draft. Now we just do ask it to chat GPT, right? तो currently I believe कि जो management है मतलब जिसको उस लेवल की expertise है, they can do it themselves. और strategy का जो part है वो अभी भी I guess कि that's still needed, right? क्योंकि आप उसको इतनी जल्दी से नहीं कर सकते हो. तो if you guys are like afraid of कि अगर आपको AI replace कर देगा तो 90% of chances are कि हाँ कर देगा because 90% of people are just at the normal level, right? वो बस एक normal level पे operate करते हैं and you guys will be getting replaced. So start planning up और आप लोग अपनी knowledge बढ़ाइए and that's why needed, right? So yeah, that's the like very blunt answer. Like I would think कि people would be expecting कि हाँ ये ऐसा नहीं होगा, but this is the truth.
So yeah, you mentioned that strategies still need humans because there is a lot of logic and thinking behind this, and AI cannot do that right now because it's not at that stage. So talking about all these things, we have talked about marketing, we have talked about now, affiliate marketing, all these things. But yeah, where do I learn all these things? I mean, where can we get started from this? Like the first step that we take into the industry of digital marketing, where should I go?
Two answers of this question can be there. एक तो हो सकता है जो फ्लफ है और दूसरा हो सकता है कि जो प्रैक्टिकल है, ठीक है? आई वुड स्टार्ट विद लिटिल बिट ऑफ फ्लफ क्योंकि क्या होता है कि आप जब तक बैक स्टोरी नहीं देते हो तब तक आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा. तो बैक स्टोरी मतलब बेसिकली क्या है ना कि मार्केट में आप जब भी स्टार्ट करते हो लाइक टेक इट एज लर्निंग एनीथिंग दैट यू लर्न इन पास्ट, ठीक है? डोंट मेक इट वेरी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. तो क्या हुआ था कि लाइक आई एम अज्यूमिंग अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल like when they're in childhood they do something like maybe they are in sports, maybe they play something, some instrument, musical instrument, or they like not if everything they learn to speak, like they learn that language like English or Hindi. So how did you learn it? You just go through the book, then you try to practice it, you try to implement it, right? You learn few words, you try to write it, then you correct the mistakes, then you again write it, then you again correct the mistakes, and in all the journey a teacher is there with you. So that's the basic thing. Like don't overcomplicate it. Overcomplicate it. Just do one thing. Watch some videos of it. ठीक है? आप जाओ online जाओ. Just search for what is digital marketing. Like if you are watching this video already, you are gaining that knowledge. So अगर आप decide करते हो you want to start with Facebook ads, just write Facebook ads. You will get bunch of basics, right? The technical side of things. You go through that. ठीक है? उसके बाद थोड़ा देर के बाद सबको पता चल जाता है कि अच्छा कौन करा रहा है, right? There are a lot of people. Like there's one guy, one company which is The Future, right? On YouTube. So that has a course with one guy who Nick, who has been working with Apple, right? So he has a course, right? So अगर आपको वो course लेना है वो course ले आप. Like just learn from the experts. Take that course. If you don't want to, there are other ways to get courses, right? Like of course I'm not condemning anything. लेकिन वहाँ पे है तरीके जहाँ पे आप कोर्स निकाल सकते हो, उसको कर सकते हैं आप कोर्सेज, राइट? करने के बाद when you have the basics, now people what यहाँ पे लोग फंस जाते हैं कि वो फिर दूसरे कोर्सेज करते रहते हैं, राइट? दे कीप डूइंग कोर्सेज एंड कोर्सेज एंड कोर्सेज. व्हाट यू नीड टू डू, you need to do one courses, stop, find a mentor. How do you find a mentor? You just go to someone who actually knows how to do it. You tell them that I will do it for free for you, and I also want to learn it. And you need to provide more value to them. So what they will do, they will keep you with them. ठीक है? और फिर वो आपको साथ में रख के काम सिखा देंगे 2 से 3 महीनों में या फिर हफ्तों में, जैसा भी आपकी एबिलिटी है सीखने की. उसके साथ साथ आप जब उनके साथ रहोगे तो आप कुछ कुछ करने भी लगेंगे, राइट? आफ्टर यू हैव लर्नड हाउ टू डू इट, टेक सम फ्री प्रोजेक्ट्स. अब इम्प्लीमेंटेशन का बात है, बिकॉज इफ यू लर्निंग समथिंग एंड नॉट इम्प्लीमेंटिंग इट, इट्स लाइक बेसिकली द एंटरटेनमेंट. क्योंकि लर्निंग क्या है, एंटरटेनमेंट बन गया है. सो व्हाट यू नीड टू डू, यू नीड टू इम्प्लीमेंट, यू नीड टू पुल आउट, यू नीड टू पिल समबडी कि हे आई एम डूइंग दिस, आई वांट टू डू इट फॉर फ्री फॉर यू. नाउ व्हाट यू नीड टू डू, वो आपको एक्सेप्ट कर लेंगे. यू नीड टू डू इट फॉर देम. फेसबुक का ट्रेंड करना है, किसी और के लिए करो, उनका पैसा जा रहा है, राइट? राइट, कंटेंट लिखना है, किसी और के पेज पे लिखो, राइट? कुछ करना है, किसी और के साथ करो. यू विल ऑल्सो गेट दैट टेस्टिमोनियल if done good. If not, आपको एक्सपीरियंस मिलेगा. Like that's the basic thing.
So, there are a lot of people who are doing marketing and a lot of people, working for different companies, different startups, but you created a business out of marketing. So I just want to know कि ये जो एजेंसी बेस्ड बिजनेसेस होते हैं, मार्केटिंग सर्विसेज के हो गए, इसका जो स्ट्रक्चर होता है, हाउ डू यू फॉर्म दिस स्ट्रक्चर एंड हाउ डू यू क्रिएट अ बिजनेस आउट ऑफ इट?
So basically, like when I started, I was 14, right? Like right now I'm 17. A lot of people working with me, or like my employees or team members don't know it, right? So maybe अभी देखेंगे तो उन्हें पता चलेगा. But how I did it, कि I just like basically when you watch people, like there's a wave of people telling you to do that contractor arbitrage, right? So they say कि आप किसी को रखें अपने साथ जो कि सर्विस डिलीवरी कर सकता है, like somebody, and basically you find someone who wants that service, you connect both of them and you take that quick buck for connecting them, right? So वो आप जो पैसे बीच में बना रहे हो, basically that's द बेसिक एजेंसी मॉडल. ठीक है? अब गलती कहाँ पे होती है कि लोग सोचते हैं कि उनका बस इतना ही काम है एज अ फाउंडर. ठीक है, कि आपने 2 लोगों को जोड़ दिया और आपने 20 का पैसा ले लिया, इतना काम नहीं है. व्हाट हैपेंस दैट यू नीड टू बी अ गुड मैनेजर. ठीक है? तो जो मैनेजर की स्किल होती है ना, दैट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग विच नोबडी टॉक्स अबाउट इन द सेल्फ हेल्प इंडस्ट्री, कि मैनेज अच्छा करो आप. ऑल्सो अगर आप एज अ फाउंडर, लाइक दोज डेज आर गॉन जब ये बंदे फाउंडर्स आके एक एजेंसी के साथ काम करेंगे जिसका फाउंडर को ही कुछ ज्ञान नहीं है या तो लोगों को ही ज्ञान नहीं है, राइट? दोज डेज आर गॉन. लाइक इफ यू आर स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम स्क्रैच एंड इफ यू डोंट हैव मल्टीपल फिगर्स ऑफ मनी टू जस्ट हायर पीपल फ्रॉम डे वन, आपको अगर स्क्रैच से बिल्ड करना है तो आपको खुद सीखना ही पड़ेगा. मतलब आई डिसएग्री विद ईमान गाजी राइट ओवर हियर, जो बोलते हैं ना कि आप कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स को जोड़ दो, दैट वर्क्स, राइट? लेकिन वो बहुत कम केसेस में वर्क करता है, स्पेशली इन इंडिया. आपको खुद सीखना पड़ेगा. और फिर जो स्ट्रक्चर होता है ऐसा होता है कि आप ऊपर बैठे हो, इनिशियली आप खुद सेल्स कॉल करोगे, तो सेल्स आप कर रहे हो. इनिशियली आप ही सर्विस डिलीवरी करोगे जब आप नए नए स्टार्ट कर रहे हो. ठीक है? हो सकता है तो आप रख सकते हो किसी को अपने साथ हु माइट बी अ फ्रेशर और हु माइट बी अ प्रोफेशनल. तो अगर आपके पास कम पैसे हैं, यू कैन हायर अ फ्रेशर फ्रॉम कॉलेज और समथिंग, राइट? आपके पास अगर ज्यादा पैसे हैं, so you can hire somebody who is an expert. Two things can happen. अगर आप किसी को भी लेते हो, ठीक है, लेने के बाद आप सेल्स करते हो, काम लाते हो, काम लाके आप उनको देते हो कि you do this, they do it, then you deliver that काम to the client. Now what happens? The client necessarily in marketing is not buying your services. They are buying the surety and the quality of service. They are buying the results, right? So normally what happens कि people who do this marketing stuff, वो बोलते हैं कि हम execute कर देंगे आपका. जैसे कि हम आपका content बना के देंगे, हम आपका market ads run करके देंगे, but nobody, like very few people guarantees the result. And as a founder, you are guaranteeing that result. वो आपके कंधों पे, right? जैसे आप client हो, तो you are telling me, Shivam, I want X amount of followers in X days, or I want X amount of leads. Now my team knows how to execute the stuff, but who knows the strategy? I know the strategy, right? Of course, after some time, you can hire a strategist from a past marketing agency experience. That can happen, but initially आपको करना पड़ेगा. तो they basically, अगर बुटीक रखना है आपको, कुछ 7 फिगर्स का गेम खेलना है INR में, मतलब इंडियन रुपीज में, अगर आपको 7 फिगर्स तक का खेलना है, यू कैन इजिली वो ऑपरेट विद 2 to 3 people, राइट, एज एम्प्लॉइज. ठीक है. अगर आपको मल्टीपल जाना है, उसके ऊपर जाना है, आपको ईयरली का बात कर रहा हूँ, तो फिर आपको हो सकता है कि एक अच्छा स्ट्रेटेजीज रखना पड़े, और एक अच्छा सर्विस डिलीवरी का बंदा रखना पड़े, एंड स्टिल गिवन दैट यू आर अ गुड strategist in a market.
Okay. So listening all these things from you, like for those of you who don't know Shivam, he is just in 12th standard and he's very much young right now. So, I would like to know from you, and did you feel that पढ़ाई के साथ साथ में कुछ और भी करना है? And right now, what are your views on Indian education system, if you would like to tell us? Because asking this to someone who is, into the education system, and with that he is running a business at
Hmm.
this age, would be a
Hmm.
perfect answer to get. So yeah.
So basically, when like I come from a like local background, right? So I didn't go to private school, so I cannot speak for that, but I gone to a government school. So what happens that when you are coming from that background, like you really don't have much hope. Like what happens ki I don't know really about American and UK system, but India में ऐसा है कि there is a very big gap of rich and poor, right? So what happens कि जो मतलब the people who are on the upper standard are very on the upper standard, right? So maybe for them the things are different, right? So maybe they can debate ki engineering is the better option, or being a doctor is a better option. That they can debate of that, right? But what is the thing ki I know when I answer this, a lot of people will be saying ki nahi, like NEET is a better thing. क्या हो रहा है ये, right? ये जेई ज्यादा अच्छा है, या आप क्या कर रहे हो, like that. I understand, but when you are like have to have that money to pour in the एजुकेशन सिस्टम फर्स्ट ना, आपको उतने पैसे देने पड़ेंगे तब आपको बाद में निकलेगा. सो वो पैसे देने के लिए इफ यू हैव दैट मच मनी टू बर्न, दैट आई अंडरस्टैंड, like I can understand your position. But where I am coming from in ninth standard when I started, um like I pretty much didn't understood the value कि क्या होगा, कि मतलब what's the sense of me learning some mathematics which doesn't like really, like I understand कि बेसिक्स का क्या होता है, राइट? बट जब आपको ये कुछ ऐसे फॉर्मूलेस बताए जा रहे हैं जिसका कुछ मतलब नहीं होने वाला है आपके फ्यूचर में, स्पेशली इफ यू आर गोइंग इनटू कॉमर्स एंड ऑल दैट, तो उसका कोई मतलब नहीं बनता है. लाइक इवन तो क्या होता है कि एक टाइम के बाद आपको, अगर आपको ऐसा है कि आपको अकाउंटिंग सीखनी है, अगर आपको कुछ ऐसा सीखना है, राइट, ऐसा होता है कि एक टाइम के बाद आप अकाउंटेंट रख लेते हो आपके लिए, राइट? तो ऐसा भी नहीं है कि आपको अकाउंटिंग खुद से करनी है. यू कैन हैव अकाउंटेंट्स विथ यू. लाइक द इंडियन सिस्टम ऑफ बिजनेस इज वेरी डिफरेंट. यहाँ पे आप देखोगे कि बहुत सारे शार्क टैंक्स में शार्क्स थे, दे आर ऑल लाइक वेरी एजुकेटेड एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ. बट इन द फॉरेन sector which I'm very inspired with, I don't see multiple people who are very educated, right? Like all are high school dropouts, a lot of them never gone to colleges, they are running good businesses and probably bigger businesses than we see right over here, right? So probably I see it as a scam. Like I won't say purely scam. If you want to be a JE, NEET, doctor, engineer, IS, anything like that, good to for you. But if you want to do business, and if you're coming from a place where you have to take care of people who don't have much leverage, who don't have much time of 10 years to sit and to see for you to become something after 10 years at the age of 28, 29, 30, 35, then I won't recommend you to go into this whole crap.
So how much money do you make right now?
Like that's a good question, because right now I have multiple sources of income, right? So I don't like, particularly I'm not like going with this marketing agency thing. So I have some digital products, I have some investments, but like although I won't reveal the exact figure, but it's something well over 7 figures a year, right? So that you can see 6 figures a month profit, right? So because whenever we talk about in business, We need to talk profit. So it's well over 6 figures a month. And yeah, probably with the things that I'm working on this year, probably by the end of the year, like we are shooting this in September, right? 5th of September. So by the end of the year, maybe I will be doubling or tripling that goal.
So what is the message to all the listeners who wants to reach that level?
So क्या होता है ना कि I know a lot of people, like I'm guessing that a lot of people listening to this won't be coming from rich families. Like some of will, but most of them will be coming from average households, and a lot of people will have their families, their parents working hard to feed them, and their siblings working hard to take care of them. So what you need to do is that you need to find something that works for you, and you need to make a goal that I want to achieve this before 18, because my goal was to make 1 lakh rupees before I turn 18, right? A month. That happened, right? I have a birthday in November. That happened, right? So like you need to put that goal, like you need to put that goal. And if you really want to do something, I would like like some will say I'm sounding like Andrew Tate, but what happens if you really want something really hard, you won't be able to sleep until you are like achieving that, right? So I would have panic attacks for not signing a client because that won't feed my goal, right? तो अगर आपको उस level का obsession है, like if you have that obsession कि हाँ हो रहा है, right? I am doing something. I am watching a video, right? I'm watching a motivational video of Alex Hormozy or Grant Cardone or Iman Ghazi or Andrew Tate. Then I'm going back, right? I'm scrolling some Instagram. I'm chatting for 3 hours on WhatsApp. Then I'm scrolling some YouTube shorts. Then I'm again back on some work, right? Which is basically checking few emails. Then if you consider that as work, you are not probably going to be successful, because that's just like mental masturbation, right? So I don't know what to say. Like if you know like कि आपको कुछ करना है, you would probably do it. And there are a lot of people who won't be successful. So 90% of the people listening to this podcast also won't be successful, because आप लोग ये वीडियो देखोगे, फिर आप बंद करके फिर आप जाके जो आप दूसरा वीडियो देखोगे. That I understand. But जो 10% है जो इस पे एक्शन लेने वाले हैं, the people who are actually gonna take action on it, they are gonna be successful, right? And it all comes down to motivation versus discipline again, because जो discipline thing है ये हमारे इंडियन कल्चर में पहले से ही है, right? तो जो डिसिप्लिन आपको बिल्ड करना ही पड़ेगा. मोटिवेशन आज है कल नहीं है, राइट? यू फील लाइक डूइंग समथिंग, आप 4 ट्राई करते हो, यू कीप बाउंसिंग फ्रॉम हियर टू देयर, देन यू एंड अप डूइंग नथिंग, राइट? तो या दैट्स माय मैसेज. द इफ यू वांट की जो व्हाट विल बी माय मैसेज यही होगा कि if you want to do it, you will be doing it. And if you don't, nobody really cares about you, because I really don't care about anybody, because nobody did for me, like if I ask very clearly. So yeah, you need to find your way. Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's a very strong message to all the listeners. So thank you so much, Shivam brother, for the amazing time that you have given us today. I hope the listeners are going to, get a lot of value from this.
Appreciate, brother. Thank you so much for having me. And I hope a lot of people who are listening to this don't just listen to this, but also go ahead and take action, because you are just wasting your time, right? If you're just watching this podcast and not taking any action. Basically good for us, right? Good for people like us who are taking actions, who are taking the time. Like you are a young guy, you are in 10th standard, I guess, right? So you are doing this whole stuff. You're doing podcast. Like today, right now, it's like 10:30, right? 10:30 p.m. we are recording a podcast, right? So that tells a lot about कि कौन क्या करने वाला है.